Life often asks us to act even when we feel unsure, and sometimes the smallest measure of quiet confidence can make all the difference. Choosing a path and standing by it, especially when it feels unconventional, can be transformative. John Travolta's life reflects this principle, showing that courage isn't always loud or dramatic, but can be expressed in steady, thoughtful choices. Across decades in Hollywood, he has maintained a magnetic public presence while quietly navigating personal evolution. His career is remembered for iconic roles and electrifying performances, yet beyond the spotlight lies a life shaped by love, loss, and resilience. Travolta's journey reminds us that living with intention, even under public scrutiny, is an act of courage that begins with trusting oneself. Balancing public persona and private life. Travolta's life in Hollywood spans nearly 50 years, and the contrast between public perception and personal reality has always been notable. Fans remember the vibrant energy of Saturday Night Fever and Grease, yet the man behind these roles has led a largely private existence. Despite being constantly observed, Travolta chose to keep his personal world relatively shielded from the media. He focused on family, career, and meaningful routines, often declining to respond to speculation. Over time, subtle patterns emerged that illustrated his priorities and values. Observers began to notice a man who placed more importance on private life than public expectation. Travolta's ability to maintain dignity and focus amid a high-pressure environment underscores a quiet strength, revealing how personal choices shape a life beyond fame. Faith as a guiding principle. John Travolta's faith has played a meaningful role in his personal and professional life. For decades, he found support and structure in the Church of Scientology, which he credits with helping him cultivate confidence and navigate the pressures of Hollywood. His commitment, along with that of his late wife Kelly Preston, symbolized a shared framework that guided their decisions and supported their family. Over the years, Travolta's faith became an anchor amid the demands of career and personal life. Yet even within deeply held belief systems, life experiences naturally inspire reflection and growth. Travolta's journey illustrates that faith, while deeply grounding, is not static. It evolves alongside the individual, offering lessons in resilience, self-awareness, and navigating life with integrity. Personal reflection after loss. Loss has shaped Travolta in profound ways, particularly after the passing of his beloved wife, Kelly Preston. Her death in 2020 prompted a quiet reassessment of priorities and personal focus. Travolta's public statements following her passing were filled with gratitude for the support he and his family received, yet they also reflected a man contemplating the role of personal belief and daily practice in coping with grief. These moments of reflection highlight how tragedy can inspire deeper self-awareness and recalibration. Travolta's approach to loss demonstrates resilience and thoughtful introspection. Instead of dramatic declarations, he allowed his choices to speak, prioritizing family, personal routines, and emotional stability. This evolution illustrates the subtle ways in which grief reshapes priorities and encourages mindful living. The role of partnership. Travolta's relationship with Kelly Preston was central to his personal growth and happiness. Meeting in 1987, their bond was rooted in humor, mutual respect, and shared values, creating a foundation that weathered the demands of Hollywood. Together, they built a life centered on family and stability while supporting one another's careers. Their marriage, celebrated in both Paris and Florida, reflected commitment both personally and legally, and together they raised 3 children in a loving environment. The partnership they shared was a stabilizing force, helping Travolta navigate challenges while nurturing his personal values. Even after Preston's passing, the lessons of love, partnership, and shared dedication continue to influence his choices, illustrating the lasting impact of meaningful relationships on personal evolution. Quiet transformation. In recent years, Travolta has embraced a quieter, more intentional lifestyle. Home life has become central, providing space for reflection, emotional growth, and family connection. Activities like cooking, flying planes, and engaging with his children now take precedence over constant professional demands. Friends have observed that his slower pace allows him to savor meaningful moments while maintaining personal equilibrium. Public appearances have become more deliberate, chosen for joy rather than obligation. This shift toward balance represents a subtle but significant evolution, highlighting the human desire for calm, stability, and presence. Travolta's approach reflects a broader understanding that living deliberately and prioritizing emotional well-being can cultivate fulfillment far beyond professional accolades or public recognition. Redefining priorities. Travolta's evolving life reflects a deliberate redefinition of priorities. He chooses which parts of his past to carry forward and which to release, focusing on family, personal peace, and purposeful work. Public appearances, career decisions, and social interactions are now guided by alignment with his values, rather than external expectations. This conscious recalibration demonstrates how life experiences can encourage intentional living. By creating space for reflection and growth, Travolta models the importance of prioritizing substance over spectacle. His choices offer insight into the profound impact of self-directed decision-making and show that fulfillment often comes from aligning daily actions with one's true values, rather than succumbing to societal or institutional pressures. Autonomy within faith. While Travolta remains connected to his faith, his actions indicate a thoughtful balance between personal autonomy and long-standing commitments. By selectively attending events and engaging with his community on his own terms, he exercises independence without conflict. This approach exemplifies how faith and personal freedom can coexist, allowing individuals to honor their beliefs while making choices that reflect their evolving needs and priorities. For someone whose life has been intertwined with structured systems for decades, this subtle assertion of personal agency represents a meaningful and deliberate step. Travolta's approach highlights the importance of navigating commitments with mindfulness, demonstrating that personal autonomy is a vital component of a balanced, intentional life. Embracing a reoriented life. At 71, Travolta's life is characterized by balance, intentionality, and grounded priorities. He engages with fans, supports his children, and selects projects that bring fulfillment, all on his own terms. The past is honored, the present is cherished, and the future approached thoughtfully. This reoriented life reflects a man who has endured loss, embraced change, and discovered a deeper sense of purpose. Travolta's story illustrates that fulfillment comes not from constant activity or recognition, but from living in alignment with personal values, nurturing relationships, and cultivating emotional well-being. Through his measured approach, he demonstrates that thoughtful choices shape a meaningful, resilient, and deeply human life. The power of deliberate choice. Travolta's journey exemplifies the quiet courage of deliberate choice. He demonstrates that resilience and personal growth are rooted not in external validation, but in authenticity, thoughtful reflection, and intentional living. Prioritizing family, emotional health, and meaningful work allows him to navigate life with dignity and purpose. His life provides a blueprint for embracing freedom, making conscious decisions, and finding fulfillment in alignment with personal values. Travolta's story reminds us that true strength lies in measured actions, consistent reflection, and a willingness to choose one's path, even when it challenges convention or expectation. The quiet power of choice, as he shows, can shape a life of richness, depth, and lasting significance. Looking toward the future. Travolta's story continues, shaped by love, personal growth, and thoughtful reflection. While public speculation may persist, his life reflects deliberate choices in daily routines, family engagement, and professional activity. These subtle evolutions illustrate a man committed to living intentionally, prioritizing connection and stability over spectacle. Travolta's journey reminds us that human experience is complex, and even those in the public eye navigate private worlds rich with meaning, care, and introspection. His life is a testament to the value of deliberate, authentic living, demonstrating that progress, growth, and fulfillment are cultivated quietly through attention, intention, and love for those closest to us. A legacy beyond performance. Travolta's legacy extends far beyond iconic roles on screen. It is present in the choices he makes as a parent, partner, and individual navigating life after loss. By focusing on family, personal growth, and emotional presence, he demonstrates the importance of deliberate living. His journey illustrates how personal integrity, love, and reflection shape a life of meaning. Through careful attention to relationships and values, Travolta exemplifies resilience and the capacity for growth, showing that true impact is measured not by fame or recognition, but by the positive influence we have on those we love. His story is a living example of a life guided by intention, empathy, and care. Conclusion. John Travolta's life is a narrative of resilience, reflection, and thoughtful living. From navigating personal loss to balancing public visibility, he has faced life's challenges with dignity, focus, and intentionality. At 71, he embodies the value of prioritizing what truly matters: family, meaningful work, and emotional well-being. His evolution demonstrates that transformation is a quiet process, often invisible to the public eye, but deeply significant in shaping a fulfilling life. Travolta's story reminds us that courage, reflection, and deliberate choice are powerful tools for navigating the complexities of human existence. Through his example, we see that living authentically, embracing love, and honoring personal priorities can create a life of enduring meaning.